Good evening and welcome to the Murray City Municipal Council meeting. It is September 12th, 2023. I'm Gary Harekesi, the council chair, as well as the council member for District 5. We have all council members present and we are calling to order our meeting. With that, we will go to the Pledge of Allegiance, and in honor of it being Public Power Week, I have asked the head of our power department, Mr. Greg Ballon, to lead us in the pledge.
We stand.
Please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Greg. And so, like I said, it is Public Power Week, so I have my power shirt on. So, I wore it. Mayor, you did not wear your Public Power shirt. So, yeah, I'm sure we'll talk about that at some point here. So we are going to start with approval of the minutes for the council meeting of August 22nd, 2023. Are there any changes to the minutes?
No, I've already given mine
Okay.
to Jennifer. Thank you.
Pam, I didn't receive any changes from you.
What were they for then? What were they for?
They're a couple weeks ago.
Oh, thank you.
All right. With that, I will take a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes of the council meeting of August 22nd, 2023.
I will second that motion.
Thank you very much. I have a motion from Councilwoman Cotter and a second from Councilman Rogers. Any discussion on the motion? Seeing none, would you call the roll?
Sure. Mr. Rogers.
Aye.
Ms. Cotter.
Aye.
Ms. Dominguez.
Aye.
Ms. Turner.
Aye.
Mr. Harekesi.
Aye. And I realize I didn't say that we have our recorder here, the mayor, and our city attorney as well, and Jennifer Kennedy, our executive director. We will move on to our special recognition. My understanding is that we're just going to reorder just a little bit. So we're going to move first to our special recognition of Garrett Hansen, and we will have Jeff Plus and Mayor Hales presenting.
Garrett and everybody and Mayor Hales. Check. Can you guys hear me okay? So, new setup. All right. Would you like me to start with the story? Oh, yeah. Perfect. So, thanks for letting me be part of this recognition. This is great. It's one of those feel-good stories. Being the fire marshal, it is usually you don't want any fires. We never want fires, but when we do, I get the opportunity to go and investigate origin and cause. So, it's a nice, hot July 31st. And we get a call of a structure fire. I go over there, the incident commander points me to the person that called it in, that's it. And that's Garrett here. So I go over.
Do you mind actually speaking into the mic?
Oh yeah, you bet. I'm sorry. I feel bad because I'm facing you guys and here. Is there, check, better.
Mayor, where's that hand mic at? Is that down there?
Okay.
In the podium.
In the podium?
Mr.
We're gonna
Mike.
make you suffer a little more, Garrett. All eyes are on you. Check, walk, talk. All right, now I can face everybody. All right, so I lost my train of thought, but that's when I meet Garrett. He's the one that called. He actually stayed on scene. So first thing I come up to him, I introduce myself, and he just says he was just doing his job. And that's not just doing his job. He actually waited around to tell us what was going on. Delivering packages, here's dogs barking more than just stranger danger, right? Just barking. Here's the smoke detectors, the alarm's going off, sees a puff of smoke, calls 911. Great address, gets our guys there real quick. So great witness statement, able to narrow it down. And when we talk, I always end my conversations with, do you have any questions of me? And I think the only one he asked was, are the dogs okay? So the dogs are fine. And actually from him calling 911, he saved a lot of property damage also. So I think it's great, this recognition. And as a part of that, just the community, the service. This is a special recognition coin we give out at the fire department. Want to make sure you get that. So you're welcome. You're welcome. And this is a prelude to Fire Prevention Week next month. Yes. All you, Mayor.
Well, we just want to say thank you again. The second we heard about this, we said, okay, this young man needs to be recognized. And the council was on board with it. So this is from the administration and the council and obviously our fire department. But thank you for who you are. And you did. In our opinion, you're our hero because you saved a lot of property, the dogs, but also a lot of property and you never know if a life would have been in danger also because of that. So thank you from Murray administration and our council for hanging in there and doing what you did. We really appreciate it. So thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Do you just want to keep your mic with you, Mayor? No? Okay. So with that, we are going to move forward to number 3 on our special recognition to consider a joint resolution of the mayor and the municipal council of Murray City, Utah, declaring September 11th through the 15th of 2023 as Public Power Week. And we'll have Mr. Greg Ballon come back up and present. And Mayor, you better get down there with your mic.
Is it okay if these people want to head out?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Thank you for being here, and feel free to leave. You don't need to stay unless you want to listen to the rest of our meeting.
We'll be here for about 3 hours, so you're welcome to stay.
Thank you, everyone.
Yes, thank you so much.
So I'll read it and then you talk. Okay, whatever you want to say. Okay. So we're going to, here, you can have that. Don't take my mic. Yours. Okay, thank you very much. And I'm just going to read the resolution. And it reads as this, started out, as Gary said, joint resolution of the mayor and municipal council of Murray City, Utah, declaring September 11th through the 15th, 2023 Public Power Week. Whereas, hey, do you just love all these whereases? I've never seen more whereases in my life until I came to the city. Whereas Murray citizens in 1913 voted and approved the formation of the community's own municipal electric utility, and whereas the citizens of Murray City have owned and operated an independent electric utility, Murray City Power, for 110 years. Now, I remember almost like it was yesterday when we celebrated the 100 years. And it's gone by fast, providing our community with safe, reliable, and reasonably priced electricity. And whereas Murray City Power is one of over 2,000 consumer-owned electric utilities that comprise the American Public Power Association, APPA, an organization that annually promotes Public Power Week. Now, therefore, we, the mayor, and Murray City Municipal Council do hereby declare September 11th through the 15th Public Power Week. Be it therefore resolved that we hereby encourage the citizens of Murray City to participate in the Public Power Celebration, which Greg will go more into, that's on Thursday, event on Thursday, the 14th of September, to honor 110 successful years of public power in Murray. And be it therefore resolved that our community acknowledges that the success of Murray City Power has been achieved through the combined and cooperative efforts of our employees, citizens, fellow city department, elected officials, and industry partners, including the Utah Associated Municipal Power Systems, UAMPS, the Intermountain Power Agency, IPA, and the American Public Power Association, APPA. And before I say passed and approved, I will now turn this over to the council.
All right, and with that, I will take a motion.
I'll make a motion to adopt the resolution of the mayor and the municipal council of Murray City, Utah, declaring September 11th through 15th, 2023 as Public Power Week.
Do I have a second?
I will second that motion.
I have a motion from Councilwoman Turner and a second from Councilman Rogers. Is there any discussion on the motion? With that, we'll take the roll, Brooke.
Mr. Rogers?
Aye.
Ms. Cotter? Aye. Ms. Dominguez?
I only have a question for you. Will Marlena be there? No. Oh, well then I still will vote aye.
Ms. Turner?
Aye.
Mr. Harekesi?
Aye. Thank you. And now you want to say,
Yeah.
you want to finish it?
I'll just finish real quick. Passed and approved and adopted by the mayor and the Murray City Municipal Council, the 12th date of September 2023. And without further ado, we'll turn it over to Greg Ballon, who is our Power Department Director.
So if you 110 years, like Mayor said, well, it just seems like yesterday we were celebrating 100 years. So 10 years have gone by pretty fast. But locally owned and operated power system, there's there's a few in the state, obviously, but I think Murray is, I really like our city. I like our power department. I like everything that the city stands for and all the different divisions that we have. But Public Power Week is something that's special and near and dear to us, obviously. So to invite everyone to come out Thursday, well, I think it started possibly today on Facebook. I think we had a few giveaways and trying to get people excited about coming out. But so Thursday night from 4 to 6 at Pavilion 5, come and enjoy food, entertainment. Well, you'll entertain we'll entertain you somehow. There's a demonstration trailer that can show how electricity can be dangerous, but at the same time show that we can be safe with it as well. So we'll have our forestry there, our line crew there, all of our staff. We'll have a good representation of our staff there. So come and enjoy the night with us, and just look forward to having you there. So you're all invited. So please, love to have you. And just we're grateful. We're grateful for our power department and for our city and the leaders. So whoever was able to make this happen 110 years ago, I applaud them. And it was probably scary at the time, forging a way into the future. But anyway, very grateful for them and for you all as well. So thank you.
I love how the mic just gets passed back up. Thank you, Greg, very much. And we're very excited for this week. And can we rename him the VP of Electricity or something like that? I think that could be fun. All right. And with that, we will move on to the first item under our special recognition, an introduction of Miss Murray, Dakota King. And we will have Mayor Hales again with his microphone presenting.
Dakota, I'm going to stay here and let you take over. So we're grateful to have you here. This is Dakota. When were you named Miss Murray? Okay. There you go.
It was the last week in July.
Last week, July. Well,
Yes.
We are excited to have you here and excited to see your presentation. And I know you have a lot of support here. So thanks for being here. And Dakota, we'll let you take it over.
All right. Let's see if this presentation works. It's going to be white for a second. It's done this a few times. All right. Okay, so as he introduced me, I am Dakota King, Miss Murray 2023. And I was born and raised in Murray, Utah, graduated from Murray High School. And being a dancer all my life, I've been trained in ballet, contemporary, modern dance, and I was a 3-year member of Murray Dance Company. I just graduated from the University of Utah, earning my Bachelor's of Fine Arts in ballet, and I am continuing my education there, earning my Master's of Education in Education, Culture, and Society with a secondary teaching license. So the ultimate goal is to become a high school dance teacher. So my 2 goals as Miss Murray is to first make Miss Murray known, and second is to share my community service initiative. The first step to making Miss Murray known is helping people understand. There is a common misconception that the Miss Murray organization and the Miss America program overall is just a beauty pageant for women to look pretty, but it is much more than that. It is a professional development program that empowers women to lead and serve in their community, and it is a scholarship opportunity. A scholarship opportunity that is giving me the opportunity to complete my schooling. And step 2 of making Miss Murray visible is attending events. In my 6 weeks of being Miss Murray, I've already done so much. First, I attended Murray Arts in the Park, and volunteered to pass out programs and visit with the people who came to see Susie Gold Musical, and I myself was also able to watch it. And being a lover of the arts, it was so fun to see all of the talent in the show, as well as seeing some of my students that I teach through Murray Community Dance Education. And I got to meet Mayor Brett Hills, and it was great because I got to know him a little bit more, told him about myself and what my goals are as Miss Murray, and also talking about the future events that I will be attending. Next, I attended High Point Coffee's grand opening. There's a High Point Coffee in West Jordan, and they just opened one up in Murray, and it was great to get to know the owners, great, fantastic people, and just network as the grand opening happened. Next were the summer parades. I got to ride in the Midvale Parade and the Bluffdale Parade with Olivia Shelton and Murray's little miss, Rosie Orton. I love Rosie. She is a great little miss. I supported Murray High School's homecoming football game. I not only got to meet new faces and connect with all the students, but got to see some familiar faces. Some of my dance students are in the picture below, and above is Murray Dance Company, who are also some of my students I teach ballet to. And I also got to visit with some past teachers that I had at Murray High School, which is always fun. And most recently, this past Saturday, I visited Abington Living Center, and we worked on a mini service project, writing kindness notes to each other. I was able to present to them who I am as Miss Murray, what my community service initiative is, and how that little kindness note project would go. And it was great because my little miss was able to attend, and she was so great and was a great help to me in explaining the kindness project, and I know that the seniors had such a great time. Now, the second goal as Miss Murray is sharing my community service initiative, which is the Kindness Project. Every local title holder has their own community service initiative. It's just a specific way that they serve the community, and mine is through kindness. Specifically, increasing joy through simple acts of kindness. Things like smiling, holding the door open for someone, or giving someone a hug. Another way I do this is through the kindness chain. The kindness chain is an opportunity for students to think of a kindness that they completed that week, write it on a strip of paper, and connect their strip of paper with everyone else's in their classroom. And with each passing week, the students build onto that kindness chain. And it's a very physical representation that kindness holds us together as a community. So I reached out to the principal of Woodstock Elementary School, and she was very excited to be working with me. I got to meet with her, set up a plan, explain the kindness chain to her, and was also able to meet with all of the faculty at Woodstock. There are 26 classes, and I also assigned weeks to each class so I could visit them and talk to them about the kindness chain, and also check on their progress. So last Wednesday, I visited 5 schools at Woodstock. At the top, you'll see this is a 5th grade class that I visited. Below is a special needs class, and also to the right, you'll see another special needs class and then a 2nd and 1st grade class. It was great to not only be able to share who I am as Miss Murray, what the kindness chain is, but also hear the students' perspective on kindness and hear them share their experiences, not only giving kindnesses, but receiving kindnesses. Looking ahead, I have lots of plans. First of all, Murray City Power Celebration is on Thursday. I will be attending that. I will continue my weekly visits to Woodstock Elementary School every Wednesday. And at the end of the month, I will be collecting all of the kindness chains from each class at Woodstock Elementary. I'll connect those chains, and they'll hang amongst the school in Woodstock Elementary as, again, a physical representation that we're held together through kindness. And at the end of the month, I plan on visiting Abington again to share my own experience with movement. And I want to teach the seniors a little dance movement. And then in October, we'll have Haunted Woods, which I've done before as an attendant to Miss Murray in the past, and it's so fun being able to connect with the children. And finally, I'm super excited to attend the Christmas tree lighting, which I hear is going to be pretty great this year. All right, what does it mean to be Miss Murray? So Lisa Lloyd, the former Murray Dance Company director, was an inspiration to me. And she also introduced me to the Miss Murray organization, teaching me about its importance in community service and engagement with the individuals in the community. And she was just a perfect example of dedication, love, and authenticity. And becoming Miss Murray has been such a great way to fulfill a legacy of an amazing woman. And although it took me a few tries to become Miss Murray, the preparation of each year, preparing for the competition, has improved my speaking, my confidence, and my networking skills, and has brought me to this moment. And I'm so grateful. I look forward to attending more events here in Murray City and getting to know all of you more. And I hope that if you ever see me out and about, or if I see you out and about, you come and say hi, and that you'll reach out to me if you have any questions or would like me to attend any events. You can reach me at missmurray2023@gmail.com. Or if you have Instagram, you can find me at missmurrayut. And thank you so much for your time and support and allowing me to speak to you today. I look forward to all the events that I have planned this year. We are Murray.
Thank you.
Dakota, thank you very much, and I want to thank you on behalf of the council as well for being here. And I think your initiative around the Kindness Project couldn't be more timely in our communities and in our world today. So I really appreciate you taking that on, and we could all use a little bit more kindness and spread a little bit more kindness throughout our community. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Let me introduce to you Lindsay Smith, who is the advisor. Let me tell you, Lindsay has always wanted this position. I'm kidding you. Lindsay was baptized by fire taking over this position in the loss of Lisa, who used to do this at Murray City. And it's been kind of tough because Lisa was a full-time employee and was able to do that. Lindsay is not an employee of the city and has taken upon a lot of financial hardships. And so they're really looking forward to the council. Are you on that to where they present to the council, Miss Murray? They're on, okay, awesome. I just want to give her a special plug because Lindsay has done so much in getting this program going and has worked. She's got all these other jobs and has taken this on. She did Little Mermaid at the Health Center Theater, which was amazing. So she's got a lot of talent and she's willing to do that. And hopefully we're going to be able to, we're working on some funding other places, but also here. But Dakota, you did awesome. And I agree with Gary. What a wonderful thing to have as your platform, kindness. I mean, like Gary said, what a time to have that. We need it all the time, but especially now. So thank you both. We appreciate you.
Hold on. Come back here, my sweet thing. She was one of my students. So I am up here like a beaming mom, grandma, like, oh my gosh, look how gorgeous she is. Thank you. Thank you for all your hard work and being a wonderful student. And congratulations on everything that you have achieved up at the U. Congratulations and thank you.
I have to say, this is a great community to be a part of. So thank you all for your commitment.
Congratulations.
All right. We will move forward then to our citizen comments. So citizen comments will be limited to 3 minutes. Step to the microphone, state your name and city of residence, and then please see Patty to fill out the required form. With that, we are open for citizen comments.
It's been I'd say a couple weeks, but it's been more like a couple months since I've been able to come up here and speak, because it seems like every time I come, meeting's been canceled or I'm preoccupied when the meeting wasn't with something that I needed to do. My name is Lawrence Horman. Most of you know me already. You know that I advocate for the homeless. That's why I usually don't bother stating an address, because technically I live where I stand. I know that there's a lot of things that need to be done for the homeless, and there's no one single solution. But I also know that the groundwork, the real work that has to be done, is done on the local level with the cities, which is why I continue to come to city councils and to advocate. I don't know if there's been a decision made what to do with the old city hall, but I would like to encourage that if there hasn't, that it be used for a permanent warming center so that there isn't as much time, effort, and money spent looking for one. It is central to the valley. It is central location where those who need it can come and use it. It is near public transit. It is near a hospital, a medical center. It is near the freeway so that people can come and go as they need to. And this city is a generous community. And I think that even if the old city hall cannot be used, that we might be able to find something here where we're in the center of the valley that can be used as a permanent cooling and warming center. It's something that's vital, that's necessary. Because as much of the homeless problems as we do solve, they're never going to be permanent solutions. There's always going to be somebody, even if it's hopefully fewer and fewer people over the years. There's always going to be somebody who's going to need to make use of something like a heating center, a cooling center, and a warming center. And so this is my request and my continued urging to the city and to the council that we help provide something like this, a physical facility. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Clark, and I live in District 3. During Committee of the Whole meeting, I heard Mayor Hales talk about citizens recognizing how much the city has done to preserve historical buildings. And it's very true that the city doesn't get credit for all that it has done for the theater, the mansion, the armory, the chapel, the Townsend home, and the efforts don't go unnoticed and are very appreciated. And I think it's amazing what the city's done with the Parks and Rec Department, with Kim has done, and the Arts Department with Lori, and all of the administration and staff. And for Murray's history so far has been a great effort and really appreciated. Thank you.
Thanks, Clark.
Any other comments? All right, seeing none, we will move ahead then to our consent agenda, and I will read them all first, and then you can discuss them. Does that work, Mayor?
If you read them all, then I'm not going to read them, so you read them.
Okay.
And then we'll ask them to stand and do it.
Perfect.
Okay, thanks, Gary.
So we are going to consider confirmation of the mayor's reappointment of Jim Harland as hearing officer for a term from May 2023 to May 2026. Consider confirmation of the mayor's reappointment of Scott Finlinson as a hearing officer for a term of May 2023 to May 2026. Consider confirmation of the mayor's appointment of Bruce Chatwin to the History Advisory Board for a term from September 2023 to September 2026. Consider confirmation of the mayor's appointment of Pace Gardner to the Arts Advisory Board for a term from September 2023 to January 2025. Consider confirmation of the mayor's appointment of Roxanne Cowley to the History Advisory Board for a term from September 2023 to August 2026. Consider confirmation of the mayor's appointment of Gil Rodriguez to the Personnel Advisory Board for a term from July 2023 to June 2026. Consider confirmation of the mayor's appointment of Kyle Winther to the Personnel Advisory Board for a term from July 2023 to June 2026. Mayor Hales.
Thanks, Gary. So thank you for standing. Is there anybody else here that's from Pace? Please stand. Anybody else that's here? I just want to recognize, and thank you, Gary, you did a great job on that. Thank you for really, I've never been in a city or a group of people that are willing to give. They give so much time. They're not paid a penny, and they give so much time for their efforts. And when we had the opportunity to go through the interviews, everyone was excited to participate and be a part of Murray City. In fact, there are people that are, honestly, we have people that have asked if they can serve, and we're trying to move through that, but we have a lot of people that are interested. So thank you so much for being willing to serve our community. And I know you love your community because you've been a part of it for most of your lives. So thank you so much. I just want to give everyone a big hand for all that you do. All right, I'll turn it back.
Thank you. And with that, do I have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
I will move to approve the consent agenda. Chair, would you like me to read all the
No.
names?
No, you can just say approve the consent agenda.
I
Is there a second?
I'll second.
I have a motion from Councilwoman Cotter and a second from Councilwoman Turner. Any discussion on the motion? Seeing none, Brooke, would you call the roll?
Mr. Rogers?
Aye.
Ms. Cotter?
Aye.
Ms. Dominguez?
Aye.
Ms. Turner?
Aye.
Mr. Harekesi?
Aye. Wonderful. Congratulations.
And I have one thing to say. I have known Bryce since kindergarten. And I am very, very excited for you to be serving on this board. Congratulations, Bryce, and congratulations to everyone. Thank you.
Wonderful. We're spreading kindness, like Miss Murray said. We can applaud more. Wonderful. We will move forward to our public hearing where we will consider a resolution approving the city's application for a grant from the Edward Byrne Justice Assistant Grant or JAG program. And we have Brian Wright and Kristen Reardon presenting.
Thanks. For many years now, Murray City Police Department has participated in this JAG grant and been able to use this, receive funding for purchasing of equipment for the police department. This year, we've been allocated $33,916. We went to all the divisions and spoke to them and determined what our greatest needs were as far as equipment in the police department. We're looking to purchase bicycle racks, breaching equipment, pepper ball guns and supplies, license plate readers, and ballistic handheld shields. The end goal is to make Murray a safer place and better equip our officers.
All right. This is a public hearing, so with that, we will open it to public comment. Again, to remind people, you will have 3 minutes to speak. Please step to the podium and state your name, your city of residence, and then fill out a form with Patty. The public hearing is now open. All right, seeing no comments, I will close the public hearing and I will turn it over to the council for any questions.
I had a question. I just have one question. So the equipment that we are looking to buy is bicycle racks, breaching equipment, pepper ball guns, and supplies, license plate readers, and ballistic transparent handheld shields. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And with the license plate readers, are those going on to the cars, like the vehicles?
These would be stationary. We would move them around, but they would be more stationary.
Okay, so I'm just curious because I know how they can be. I know how other cities use them, and I was just curious where. Okay, all right, thank you.
Anything else from the council? Seeing none, I will take a motion.
I will make a motion to adopt the resolution approving the city's application for a grant for the Edward Byrne Justice Assistant grant, which is called JAG program.
Do I have a second?
I will second.
A motion from Councilwoman Turner and a second from Councilman Rogers. Is there any discussion on the motion? Seeing none, Brooke, would you call the roll?
Mr. Rogers?
Aye.
Ms. Cotter?
Aye.
Ms. Dominguez?
Aye.
Ms. Turner?
Aye.
Mr. Harekesi?
Aye. Thank you. We will move ahead to our business items, where first we will consider a resolution approving the mayor's appointment of a representative to the Wasatch Front Waste and Recycling District Governing Board. Mayor Hales.
I'm laughing because Jennifer didn't put, I said, don't put my name on that, or I'm over there going like, he's going a representative, and I'm thinking, yeah, that's me. All right, so it's an odd thing when you ask the council for confirmation of your.
You're being appointed for yourself. Okay.
I don't know, that's just strange. And since I have all the time in the world, I remember when my wife said, Brett, now you need to realize that you don't need to be on a whole bunch of committees, and the first day, you know, because I'm full-time, so I'm here all the time. My first day, I was downtown at a conference, and this gentleman walked up to me and says, now, you're going to be on our committee. And so I'm thinking of Cindy, and I'm saying, well, you know, I really can't, and da-da-da. And he looked at me and he goes, are you kidding me? You're the mayor. Of course you're going to be on it. And I said, oh, okay. So I just do what they tell me to do. So I had the opportunity, Diane, to go to my first meeting. I didn't get to vote, but I went to my first meeting. No wonder you like it. It's kind of cool. It's Wasatch Recycling, or excuse me, Wasatch Recycling. It is Wasatch Front Waste and Recycling. And what a lot of wonderful people. And I knew a lot of them, so it was kind of fun to reconnect. And of course, Pam Roberts is the director, who is phenomenal. So I'm asking you to consider a resolution approving Brett Hales as the mayor's appointment of a representative to the Wasatch Front Waste and Recycling District Governing Board.
Right.
And if you say no, I'm cool with that.
With that, is there any question from the council?
No, I have a comment.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, it's going to be a great opportunity for you to learn what goes on the East Bench of Murray. So I'm really excited for this. And for you. Sorry, Cindy. I know it's not as exciting to keep them away.
Look at her shaking her head back there.
First lady shaking her head.
But it'll be good for you.
Yeah.
It's a great opportunity.
Well, I've been on the east side for 37 years, so it's going to be an honor to be able to be part of that. So if you say yes.
With that, I will take a motion.
I'll make a motion to consider a resolution approving the mayor's appointment of a representative to the Wasatch Front Waste and Recycling District Governing Board.
Do I have a
Mayor
second?
Hales.
I will second.
I have a motion from Councilwoman Cotter, second from Councilwoman Dominguez. Any discussion on the motion? Seeing none, Brooke, would you call the roll?
Mr. Rogers?
Aye.
Ms. Cotter?
Aye.
Ms. Dominguez?
Aye.
Ms. Turner?
Aye.
Mr. Harekesi?
Aye.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
No more board, Cindy.
Uh-huh.
It's awesome. You'll enjoy it. It's a fun group. And you learn a lot.
Oh, I'll tell you, my first day there, I learned things I had no clue. So
I know.
it's awesome.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, we will move on to the second business item. Consider a resolution approving and authorizing the execution of an interlocal cooperation agreement with Salt Lake County, Town of Alta, Town of Brighton, Bluffdale City, Copperton Metro Township, Cottonwood Heights City, Draper City, Immigration Canyon Metro Township, Holiday City, Kearns Metro Township, Magna Metro Township, Midvale City Corp., Murray City, City of Mill Creek, Riverton City, City of South Salt Lake, and White City Metro Township relating to the conduct of the Community Development Block Grant Program, Emergency Solutions Grant Program, and the Home Investment Partnership Program. And we will have GL presenting on this one.
Well done, by the way. It's really good. So we spoke briefly about this in the committee of the whole, and you, for all intents and purposes, you have already approved this agreement once. The difference is that after you approved it, Harriman received notice that it had obtained entitlement status, decided to withdraw from the agreement. So they're not in the agreement, but basically everything else stays the same.
Any questions from the council? Seeing none, I will take a motion. Oh boy.
I will make a motion to consider a resolution approving and authorizing the execution of an interlocal cooperation agreement with Salt Lake County, Town of Alta, Town of Brighton, Bluffdale City, Copperton Metro Township, Cottonwood Heights City, Draper City, Emigration Canyon Metro Township, Holiday City, Kearns Metro Township, Magna Metro Township, Midvale City Corporation, Murray City, City of Mill Creek, Riverton City, City of South Salt Lake, and White City Metro Township relating to the conduct of the Community Development Block Grant Program, Emergency Solutions Grant Program, and Home Investment Partnership Program.
Do I have a second?
I second it.
I have a motion from Councilman Rogers and a second from Councilwoman Cotter. Is there any discussion on the motion? Seeing none, Brooke, would you call the roll?
Mr. Rogers?
Aye.
Ms. Cotter?
Aye.
Ms. Dominguez?
Aye.
Ms. Turner?
Aye.
Mr. Harekesi?
Aye. Okay, we will move on to business item number 3, and it's much shorter, so this is good. We will consider an ordinance amending sections 3.14.060 and 3.14.070 of the Murray City Municipal Code relating to impact fee adjustments. And again, GL presenting.
Thank you. This again is just and I won't call it cleanup ordinance, but it's an ordinance to bring us in conformity with state law. We talked about this, I think it was several weeks ago, about impact fees. And what state law says is that determinations like this, after you have an ordinance that's passed, that sets forth the impact fee itself, to make any adjustments, that's really an administrative action. And so to bring that to the administrative side, the recommendation is to put the Finance Administration Director as the person who will make the adjustments and credits if there should be any. I want to just run through real quickly our ordinance and bring out a couple of things that aren't in this amendment, just so you know. You see when you can adjust it and the reasons you can adjust impact fees. And the credit, the basis for the credit is if a developer essentially adds to the system improvement, they should get credit for that. That shouldn't be very difficult. There's also the potential for a developer to get a refund, but refunds are granted only where the development didn't occur, the money that they had paid upfront has not been spent or encumbered. Then they can ask for refund. And that refund request goes back to the individual departments where the impact fee came from. And then, of course, there's the challenges that can be made to the impact fees. Those challenges go to the mayor to decide. And if that is not enough, then the developer can go on to district court. So there's several different ways to challenge the impact fee. Ultimately, that appeal to the mayor is really kind of the big one. With these others that we're talking about, have it going from the city council to the administrative side to make these determinations.
How often are the impact fees challenged?
We have had 2 conversations since the park's impact fee has been implemented.
Which is how many?
I don't recall, they haven't been challenged yet, and I don't recall a single challenge otherwise to any other impact fee.
How often do we credit or give discounts or relief?
I'm not aware of us having done that.
And I just wanted to make one more note. One of the things we had added and from the committee of the whole is that any credits or any changes will be reported back to the council. I want to say it was the last amendment to it, within 30 days. So.
Can I also point out just one other thing I forgot to mention? If you look at 13.14.060, I don't know how this happened, but in B, council is stricken, that's correct. At the time the fee is charged is stricken, that is incorrect. That should stay. And then for some reason that ordinance reference was also stricken. No reason to strike those things. This was all about what came above and then the B, taking it from the council and giving it to the finance director.
So before it's finalized and can be signed, those have to be removed? Do we have to come back for a vote or no?
No, what I'd like you to do is in your motion, just mention those changes. Are you seeing what I'm saying? The strikes, strikeouts, those should not be stricken.
So this second and third strike.
Where it goes at the time the fee is charged, and then that reference to the ordinance 2127 should not be stricken.
Okay.
Any other questions? All right, with that, I will take a motion. Councilwoman Dominguez, if you want to make it.
I just want to, and I know we talked about this before, and I know we're putting the burden on the finance administration and then the finance director and administration, is, again, why, I know we have it in state code, but this just removes a little bit more away from the side of, the legislative side of the council to weigh in on this decision for the impact fees.
Yeah, that's
If
good.
you can kind of
Sure.
explain that a little bit more.
With regard to the separation of powers, passing the ordinance, passing an impact fee is a legislative act.
Mm-hmm.
And unless the legislature specifically says the council will do this, it should shift under state law to the administration to actually administer. The mayor's role is to carry out the policy, which is your ordinance,
The enforcement.
and to administer that.
Okay, I just wanted that clarification. Thank you.
And with that, do we have a motion?
Okay, I'm going to try this. I will make a motion to adopt the ordinance amending sections 3.14.060 as amended by GL and 3.14.070 of the Murray City Municipal Code relating to impact fee adjustments. Is that okay? Okay.
Do I have a second?
I second it.
I have a motion from Councilwoman Turner and a second from Councilwoman Cotter. Any discussion on the motion? Seeing none, Brooke, would you call the roll?
Mr. Rogers?
Aye.
Ms. Cotter?
Aye.
Ms. Dominguez?
Nay.
Ms. Turner?
Aye.
Mr. Harekesi?
Aye. And with that, we are on to our mayor's report and questions. Mayor, anything to report on?
Yeah, a few things. Clark, thank you. That was a nice comment. I think it's just when I sit and look at this council and think how many have been involved, I think most of you are involved with the theater, with the armory, for sure, with the mansion. Was everyone involved with that? I can't remember that. I think it has half of you. And then the Townsend home that we're going to move. So it's been a great opportunity to be able to see this move, because if you guys don't support it, then it doesn't move forward. And I'll always respect that. I'm excited for what's going on. So it's exciting to see this going forward. Just a couple little things on this. Is it this Saturday? Yeah, this Saturday is what we call Get to the River. It's at 8 a.m. at Germania Park. If you want to walk with the mayor, that's at 9 a.m. Come on, you're going to get up, Gary.
You need to
Not going
get
back in the river. That's all right.
You're not gonna
Jennifer's
go back.
not going
Jennifer
either.
and you should definitely be
Me,
there.
Jennifer, and Rosalba are not going in the river.
I'll go if the mayor goes.
Thank you. We don't go in the river, just walk by the river. Hey, free ice cream sandwiches. So, and then there'll be beautiful chalk art. Kim had told me that it's just quite an event, and we get a lot of participation. I didn't get to see this, and I wish I would have, the puppy swim day. Did anybody get to see that? Kim said it was pretty cool. And honestly, first of all, I said, we had 100, is that right? Yeah, 125 puppies. Can you picture that in our swimming pool? I'm over here going like, and then we're going to swim after that? Kim said, no, we close it down. We close the pool down. It should look at Diane. She's got a look on her face. Anyway, it was really quite an event, 125 puppies that I really wish I'd gone over there, but had something going on. Then remember, this Thursday, as Greg mentioned, is the Public Power Celebration. It's from 4 to 6. Used to do hot dogs, all those that used to come years ago, they showed how they would do the hot dogs and everything. And now they're, with COVID that started out, they've decided to just stick with Jimmy John's. So they'll do Jimmy John's as the the treat or the dinner that evening. Our wildland crew, Joey, will you do me a little favor and just tell a little bit about that? I authorized them to head out of state and participate with others, and they've returned safely. Everyone's protecting everything, but Joey would just give a little bit of brief, is that okay? I have to give a little brief update? Okay.
Yeah, Chief Middleman, please.
Yeah, I'd love to. So I really appreciate you guys' support with our wildland efforts, as well as our support from the employees on the wildland efforts. They've actually been out on 2 new IFC deployment, is what it's called. And it's where the Forest Service, they end up getting low staffed, especially this time of year, because they send their folks out on some of the fires that have been in California or Idaho or up in Montana. And so they send their folks wherever they're needed, and then their absentee of wherever they're assigned to is just empty within that. So our folks have been out there, and they call it a prepo on it, but really what they go out there and do is they do base work that those federal firefighters that are out there assigned to these forest areas, and they do some preventative maintenance, some fire suppression, some town support as far as in the locality, and they really have a neat opportunity. I will point out one thing that happened on this past deployment that was kind of something special and near and dear. 5 years ago, Matt Burchett from UFA had passed away on a fire that our folks were out on. We were actually assigned to that same area to that, and the guys were able to go help out that community out there as well as in that forest region. So we really appreciate it. It's something that's a fiscal, positive for us. However, it's more of a firefighter positive in working resources, and they really do truly build up the community response nationwide, because as you guys have seen the forest fires, it's not any one state that can handle these. It's something that's very much regional. I was grateful, we did have a request to go out to Louisiana, and I was grateful that that one got turned down. That's a little ways away for us. But these local ones, I would imagine if you guys will continue to support, and we will gladly have employees that are interested in going out to help. So thank you.
Thanks, Joey. I'm always nervous when Joey gives me this call and says, okay, I'm going to ask a favor, and to send these men and women out. They're in harm's way quite often, and yet they're so willing. I've not seen a group of people that our first responders are amazing, and they're always some of the first to jump up and say, let's go support our brothers and sisters. So they're great. So thank you, Joey, for that report. And the last thing, I just want to have a little fun with this one. Tammy wrote, and I was in the conversation, but road construction is wrapping up around the city for today.
Thank you. And before we adjourn, actually having the chief come up was perfect, because yesterday was September 11th, and it's important that we remember it's been now 22 years since those terrorist attacks. And thank you to all the men and women who put their lives on the line for us and who did at that point to save us and protect our nation. So with that, we are very grateful. And if there's nothing else from any of the council members, we are adjourned. Thank you.